Hi everyone, my name is Piterpakulski. Today we'll continue building financial model for a Uber Lyft taxi business idea, and today we will be focusing on a management company. So what is interesting about management companies? So we can't be setting up the start of management company manually. So when we will be producing different scenarios, when we will be creating different scenarios, we will have to link the start of management company when we have the cash flow from the cars, revenues or expenses, and we have to automatically link the start of management company to our cars. So here we may have, for example, not 5 cars but 40, 50 cars, and we need to link management company to the start of cash flow, inflow or outflow from the cars. And today we will be creating the automation for the management company start. So if this video will be useful for you, you may give us a like, subscribe, share this video with your friends. You can also order financial models from scratch for your unique business ideas. We can help you with that. At the end screen of this video, I will give you the links to the link to the whole playlist where I will be keeping all these tutorials. And when I finish this model, I will give you all the links in the description of this video as well, so you may watch all the tutorials from scratch one by one, absolutely free. First of all, let's briefly run through what we did during our previous tutorials. So these are, for example, 5 cars that we have in our fleet. And for each car we may have different types of trips. So this is the mileage of the trip, duration of different types of trip, revenue per trip. So we can switch on and off different types of trips to make us be able to see the cash flow with or without this type of trip. We can have global and local coefficients for mileage, duration of a trip, revenues. So all these will be needed later for scenario analysis. Then we move to portrait for Monday, Tuesday, the typical week. So we are setting up the amount of trips made by car. This is the amount of trips for Monday. Then this is the story of Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on and further. So this is the amount of trips, coefficient for the amount of specific trips. We can switch on and off different trips from Monday, Tuesday, and so on. Then we have the interface where we are able to switch off different days of the week from our calculations. For example, we would like to work only from Monday to Friday or only during the weekend, so we can switch on and off the day from calculation. Here is the global coefficient for the amount of trips for each day of the week. Then we have we can set up some limits for daily mileage or daily duration, daily time online, to make us be living in the world of realistic numbers. Then we were setting up just a second. Then we were setting up how fast we are reaching the target revenues. Then we started talking about the car itself. So when we are gonna sell this car. So for example, when the car reaches 300,000 miles on the odometer, we're gonna sell it. and all blue cells like these, they are inputs. So we are playing only with these blue inputs. Other cells are automatic, they contain formulas. So the price, this is the hypothetical price of a new car. This is the price of an old car with 300,000 miles on the odometer. This is the down payment for the loan. This is the interest rate for the loan. This is the term of the loan in months. Then we are talking about the dealership maintenance. Here we can specify the mileage on the odometer, and here we specify the cost of services at the dealership. We have coefficient, global coefficient for dealership maintenance for the costs, and we have global coefficients for parts costs. So this is the cycle of operating activity of the car, months. This is the first month of operating activity, second, third, and so on. And this is how much we pay for the parts during the life cycle of the car. We moved to investment plan for the car because we don't even buy a car. We may have some another costs when we buy a car, and here we can place all these costs, primary costs. So here we specify what we are investing in, how much we investing in, when we are investing in. This is the moment when the car starts generating its cash. Then we have the fixed costs. Here we specify what are these costs, and here we have the typical year where we specify if these fixed costs have some seasonality or don't have some seasonality. So here we put these the values of these expenses. This is the global coefficient for fixed cost, local coefficient for fixed cost, and we also can switch on and off different fixed cost items from calculations and see what will be the simple discounted payback period with or without this or that fixed cost item. So this is very important when we will be talking further about the performance of this business idea. So this will be closely discussed when we will be facing the cash flow. Then we start talking about gasoline costs. So the price, the miles per gallon we are setting up. Then we specify the Uber Lyft commissions. Then we specify how many people work on one car and their salaries. Then we consolidated all the revenues, the inflows and outflows for this one car. And then we are moving to the first tab called model. So here we can name these 5 cars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each car we can switch on and off from calculations. Then here we specify when each car starts its operating activity. Here we specify what scheme of financing we are using, loan or own funds. And here are the consolidated inflows and outflows for all these 5 cars. So we can place here 40, 50 cars, and doesn't matter. I decided just to show you 5 just to save the time. So now we need to link the management company. So first of all, let's create the timeline for the management company. Let's copy the table. So this will be management company timeline. So first of all, we need to find some indicator for looking at which we will be able to switch to start the management company expenses. So this will be management company, let's say, indicator. So we need any inflow or any outflow from these cells. So here we can see that the first revenues or expenses occur in July 2023 of our project. This means that this is the point when we start operating activity of the management company. So how this works? So the formula is very simple. If this value is more than 0, we will put 1, otherwise 0. Then for the second if, and so if this equals to 0 and this equals to 0, we will put 0, otherwise the second condition, the second scenario, if this equals to 0, this is more than 0, we will put 1, otherwise 1, closing all the brackets. So this is so here we extrapolated the formula.
Let me just do this. And now we need to find the specific moment when the story of management company starts.
So for this cell, if this equals to 1, we will put 1, otherwise 0. And for this cell, so here if and this value equals to 0 and this equals to 1, this we will put here 1, otherwise 0. So this is the moment when operating activity of management company starts. Then we will need to the management company will have its own the management company will have its own investment stage. So end of management company investment stage. This will be, we will displace this value 1 month prior, And now we will create a 3 months. We will be counting backwards the month of the investment stage. Investment stage count. So if this value is more than 0, we will put 1, otherwise 0. Then for here, if and at this value equals to 0 and this value equals to 0, we will put 0, otherwise the next scenario is this one equals 0. This is more than 0, we will put 1, otherwise we will take the previous value and 1. Now let's close the brackets and extrapolate to the left. So here we have the months counting backwards, and now we can link all the management company's expenses, fixed costs, payroll, investment expenses. So for the payroll fixed costs, we will be using this line, and for linking the investment stage expenses, we will be using this line. So this will be the topic of our next video. And so what we are fighting for, so we can for example, we want to start our project from 2024. Let's assume that. And we can see that we have our cash flows starting from October, November, December. So this is the moment. This is the moment when operating activity of the cars start. And prior to this moment, for 3 months, we have investment stage for the cars. So the first cash flow we have in October 2023. This cash flow will be devoted to investment stage for the cars, and management company will automatically start working in October 2023. The investment stage for the management company will occur here. So the payroll will start counting from October, November, December 2023. And for example, if we want to displace our project to for example July 2024, so the management company will automatically start in April, because we need 3 months to prepare for the first revenues. First revenues will occur here in July, and 3 months prior we have investment stage expenses. Here they are, some of them. So we will just specify once the payroll of the management company, fixed cost of the management company, investment plan of the management company, and this will be forever linked to the operating activity of the cars. This will be the topic of our next video. I hope you enjoyed this video. You may give us a like, subscribe, share this video with your friends. You can also order financial models from scratch for your unique business ideas. We can help you with that. At the end screen of this video I will give you the link to the playlist where I will be keeping all these tutorials, and when I finish completely this model I will give you all the links in the description of this video as well, so you may watch all the tutorials absolutely free one by one from scratch. So thank you guys for watching, see you next videos, thank you and bye.